So I want to be crystal clear that Donald Trump is a liar. Now, you've heard me say this many times because it is obvious. Anyone going around pretending that the emperor has clothes on, I got bad news for you. He ain't got no gloves on. In fact, he's going around saying,
"Show me the buttock."
Okay, and they did. He shows us the buttock and everything else because he doesn't have clothes on. He's an unbelievable liar. Now, it's okay, I'm gonna prove it to you. I want you to send this video to your MAGA friends. If you have MAGA friends, by the way, God help you. All right, anyway, that's all right. You got family members, that happens all the time. Brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. If your dad got brainwashed by Fox, send this video to him. Because I'm curious what they think. They'll say, oh, that big loudmouth, I can't stand him. But don't worry about that. Look at the videos and make your own judgment call. Are you human? Do you have cognitive abilities? Do you still believe in logic and reason? Watch the videos of Trump. You don't have to worry about anything I'm saying. And then you tell me whether this guy's a liar or not. So it's on the show Michael Cohen. He went and talked to Ainsley Earhardt of Fox News and claimed, Michael Cohen, me, I barely even know him. We'll get to that later in the show. In this case, he says, okay, fine, all right, I made the payments to Stormy Daniels. So here, watch for yourself.
Did you know about the payments?
Later on, I knew, later on. But you have to understand, Ainsley, what he did, and they weren't taken out of campaign finance. That's a big thing. That's a much bigger thing. Did they come out of the campaign? They didn't come out of the campaign. They came from me, and I tweeted about it. You know, I don't know if you know, but I tweeted.
He tweeted about it. He says, they came from me. The payments to Stormy Daniels came from me. This is Donald Trump earlier on Air Force One when he was confronted months ago, and he thought he could still cover it up. Watch.
Did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? Then why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth or allegation?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's my attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael.
Do you know where he got the money to make that payment?
No, I don't know.
No, I didn't know about the payments. No, I don't know where he got the money. And he just said on Fox News, it was me. So obviously he knew all along. I don't know how you're gonna deny it. In fact, I'm curious, leave a comment below. How on God's green earth do you look at those two videos and not realize that he was obviously lying? He was obvious. And if you say, hey, look, I know it, he's a liar. He lies all the time. He lied about this because it's embarrassing. He slept with a porn star and he wanted to cover it up, and then he broke campaign finance laws. What are you gonna do? I'd lie too if I had already broken the other laws. Okay, fair. Just don't say he's not a liar. But of course, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, another professional liar, has to step in and say this.
Lie to the American people, because so many people now look back at that tape of him on Air Force One saying he knew nothing about these payments, when in fact we now know he knew everything about these payments. So has he lied?
Look, again, I think that's a ridiculous accusation. The president in this matter has done nothing wrong.
A ridiculous accusation. Look at the two tapes. Hey, listen, you know what? In case it's hard for you to see the two tapes, you don't have the ability to rewind, whatever it is, we're gonna put them all together for you guys, including the tape that Michael Cohen released of Michael Cohen and Donald Trump talking about the payments before the campaign. Watch.
They weren't taken out of campaign finance. That's a big thing. That's a much bigger thing. Did they come out of the campaign? They didn't come out of the campaign.
Did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels?
They came from me, and I tweeted about it. You know, I don't know if you know, but I tweeted.
Why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth or allegation?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's my attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael.
I've actually come up and I've spoken to Alan Weisselberg about how to set the whole thing up with.
So what are we going to pay?
Funding. Yes.
Do you know where he got the money to make that payment?
No, I don't know.
End of this. So if you still don't think he's a liar, okay, you purposely want to be ignorant. That's okay, that's your call to make, brother, okay? But it is evident to anyone who cares about the truth that Donald Trump lied at a bare minimum about the Stormy Daniels story. Admit it, and let's move on. Now, the reality is he's lied thousands of times, over and over again, and he gets caught, and he lies within the same sentence, within the same interview. It's so obvious. My last question to the MAGA guys is, what is it? Like, I get if you support his policies, I don't agree with you, But I understand that. That's not complicated. But why do you keep defending him on things that are indefensible? If I was you, like for example, in fact, I was you. Look, I was a Republican and I switched later on. But even so, when Bill Clinton was being impeached, I thought it was wrong to impeach him because I'm like, look, you got oral sex from someone who was, doing it in a consensual way, etc. I'm like, did he lie about it? Of course he lied about it, but I don't think you should impeach him over it. But at least I said the obvious thing of course he lied about it. Can't you at least say that at a bare minimum? And then say, okay, maybe you raise your hand and say, you know what, it's no big deal, or I like liars, whatever it floats your boat. But you can under no circumstances say that he's not a liar, because he most obviously is. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.